Hola, buenos dias. My name is Fallon, and I am an English teacher here in Colima, Mexico. And you guys can see I am an online English teacher with VIP Kit within my classroom, and I also give classes at a local English academy. So I'm super excited to be doing this takeover. I'm going to teach for a little bit, and then I'll give you guys a tour of my house, and then later I'll show off my city. So hope you enjoy. So I finished up my online teaching, and here I am, and I thought I'd tell you a bit about myself. So I am Canadian, from Prince Edward Island, which is Canada's smallest province, and now I live in Colima, which is one of Mexico's smallest states, so I feel really at home here. I came to Colima in January 2019 as an exchange student at the University of Colima, and I was the last semester of my degree. I loved it here, so I decided to stay. So I did ITA's online TEFL course, which was awesome, super portable. I actually went home halfway through to Canada, kept doing my course. While I was there, I searched for a job and came back in August. So I've been teaching here since August. The school where I was teaching didn't work out as well as I thought for me. It wasn't a great fit. So I actually have been teaching online for the past almost a month, I think. I've been teaching online and giving conversation classes at another local school. So it's turned out really well. I'm going to put a little box with my personal account. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me there. And I'm also going to put a question box so you guys can ask me some questions. So while I'm at it, I thought I would do our house tour. So this is our house. It's really beautiful. We call it Casa Azul, which we stole from Frida Kahlo. But anyway, we love her. And when you come in, I have two roommates, and their bedrooms are all the way upstairs. And my bedroom is in here. So I have a little desk, got a really nice big window, little bed. And over here is our closet, well, my closet. And then I have our living room with my roomies, who were my friends from exchange semester. So they're not teachers, they're still students. And I have my own bathroom, which is really, really nice. So it's just a little basic bathroom. We have a dining room, our kitchen with, I think we have 3 pineapples on the go. And we have a kitchen. My roommate's making cookies. It's a good day. And then out back we have a little jardín, which is really typical for Mexican houses because most people don't use dryers, so you always hang your clothes, and then barbecues are really popular. So we have a little space for a barbecue out here. So that's about it. It's a beautiful spot, and I'll post how much it costs in the next video. Take a video while we're on the bus in Colima because it's really something what they look like. Each one is a little different. Sometimes they have different decorations and they're all super old, and there's roots, but there's no timing, so you just kind of have to go and wait and hope it comes, because sometimes it doesn't come. And it used to frustrate me a lot, but now I really enjoy it. Actually, it's very relaxing. You just have to really get into the Mexican and realize you're probably not going to get anywhere on time. So, that's something to get used to. Okay, so here we are in the center, when we're in the downtown of Colima. This is a really cool community center. There's a lot of concerts here, and sometimes farmers markets, and I love the art. If we're going on a tour of Mexico downtown, we have to go into an OXXO, because OXXO is, well, everything happens at the OXXO. So it's a convenience store, but you can also make all kinds of payments. You can recharge phones. They sell beer. They sell everything. So it's really an important part of life here. I know it sounds silly, but it's true. This is one of my favorite places in all of Colima. It's kind of the heart of downtown. It's called Jardín Libertad. And it's amazing. Really nice place to relax. Up here in the top, there's some great rooftop bars to have a drink and see city. There's lots of views of mountains around the city too, you can see from that. So this is another jardín. This is more in my neighborhood of the city, but it's really beautiful, super peaceful. And then this cafe over here is delicious. My friend owns it, so I come here sometimes for breakfast or to walk. It's really nice. Okay, question time. So my advice would be practice for the mock class with someone in front of you pretending to be a student. I didn't do that and it ended up they had to cut me off, which is pretty normal, but still better if you practice with someone in front of you. My previous position wasn't a good fit because of the management. They weren't used to having foreign teachers, and so some of the things I expected to be there were not there. So it's important to know that can happen when you go abroad, and I had a backup plan of teaching online, so it worked out. My degree is in English Lit, baby, so that helps me a lot in the classroom. It also helps me get jobs because it does look good on my resume. However, I would say it's not necessary for a VIP kid nor to find jobs in Mexico. You can have a degree in anything. The biggest learning curve I had was having to slow down for my students. They were more basic than I thought, so I really had to slow down, learn a lot of TPR and activities that were for more basic, both with my online students and my in-person students. Yes, absolutely, there's a high demand. I think that it's probably easier to find jobs if you don't really have a specific location. Most jobs end up being in big cities in Guadalajara, Monterrey, or Ciudad de Mexico. But you can find jobs in smaller towns if you look hard. Okay, so I thought this question would come up. And I think a lot of people hope for the short answer to be like, oh, I feel safe all the time. It's not really the truth. There's been a few times since I got here that I have been thinking like, I think I'm in trouble. But my answer would be I feel safe most of the time, mostly because I'm very, very careful. I think in a year of being here, I haven't gone out walking alone after dark. Not once, I don't think, unless it's to catch an Uber, which comes to my door here. So I'm also pretty liberal. If I see something that looks suspicious, I am calling the police, I'm calling my friends immediately. And that hasn't happened that many times, maybe a couple times. But long story short, one of my favorite things about Mexico is that in the midst of all of this problems with security and safety, the people are so passionate and loving and kind and welcoming. And I just think for me, if I had grown up with these problems of security in my backyard, I would be tough and suspicious about the world, but that's not how I see Mexican people. In fact, it's the opposite. So I absolutely love that about Mexico. It's one of my favorite things. That's my TED Talk. I'm so glad you asked, because one of my favorite places is the Cerveceria de Colima, or the Colima Brewery. And I am going there later tonight to an event, and I'm going to take some videos and show you guys as a little goodbye to Colima.